Dodgers make sneaky good trade. And I'll tell you what, this comes at a great time for the Dodgers. And are we talking infield? Are we talking outfield? We are talking pitching. I want to get to that story and a ton more, all coming up. It's Dodgers Digest. Brad J with you in the hot seat. And I'll tell you what, if there's one thing we've needed when we've had all these pitchers going down, being injured, going on the IL, not able to compete, not able to get out there and get their starts in, well, the Dodgers knew that something needed to be done. You can't count on all the other guys trying to come back because you don't know what you're going to get out of that. So the Dodgers make a sneaky good trade and a couple of moves for the Dodgers, and that is something that they needed to do. Dodgers announced a massive roster move, acquiring 2 pitchers and placing 2 more on the 60-day IL, and it was important. I mean, you got to do this, and to me, this is a good sign. This is a good sign. The Dodgers aren't comfortable with what's going on, and they needed to make some changes, and they've made some changes just in time. And who are the changes? What did the Dodgers do? Well, they did this right now, all right? So what happens is you put Kopech and Treinen, you put them and move them to a 60-day IL. That frees up a couple spots on the 40-man, and there you go. Dodgers trade for Ryan Lautis and J.P. Feverson, I think how you say that, not sure. But they're going to send Kopech and Treinen to the 60-day IL, making room and kind of upping the ante for the Dodgers. And couldn't have happened in a more perfect time for the Dodgers. They needed to do this. I mean, you could count on Kershaw coming back. You could count on the rest of the guys performing. But I'll tell you what, with what has been going on with, 13 or 14 pitchers on the IL, that's not a good thing, and the Dodgers knew that. And you like to see them standing up and making things happen. Even if you look at the update on the Dodgers X account, Dodgers claimed the right-handed pitcher JP off waivers from the Diamondbacks. You know what? I like this kind of situation. Because when the Dodgers do this and you get a guy from a rival team that you're going to be going against, it's just a perfect opportunity for him to prove the Diamondbacks, they set it up to happen this way. And so now the Dodgers can send Firation up against the Diamondbacks. And that's a pretty good deal right there because he's going to be mad. He's going to be looking to prove himself. Like, look, I'm with the Dodgers now, and this is what needs to happen. So the Dodgers posting this. Also got Ryan Lautis from the St. Louis Cardinals for cash considerations, and it makes room. As I was saying, the 40-man roster, you have to put Kopech and Blake on the 60-day, and that's not good for the Dodgers on those 2 accounts, but the Dodgers know they needed to do something, and they did something just in time. So big ups for that move for the Dodgers. All right, you know what to do. Subscribe, like, turn on the notifications. Look, if you're one of those guys or girls out there that you're having trouble with commitment, you just can't commit, and you haven't subscribed to Dodgers Digest, I don't know what you're thinking about because now's the time to do so. One of the fastest-growing Dodger pages out there. Myself and Mike Nelson continue to bring it fresh out of the oven, giving you the best stuff that we can, and breaking it down for you so you don't have to go search all the Dodger stories. We'll do it for you. All right, Kershaw. I don't know how you feel about this. It seems like there's a Kershaw camp and a non-Kershaw camp. The non-Kershaw camp does not want Kershaw coming back and does not want him pitching in the playoffs and say he's doomed in the playoffs. And I don't believe in any of that stuff. I'm not a superstitious guy, so I think having Kershaw back is so important to the team that I think you got to have the guy in that situation. You got to have Kershaw back in the mix, and his return is just around the corner for the Dodgers, and this is also in great time. Now, you can argue that he's too old, he can't get it done, all this stuff, yada, 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 yada. But one thing you cannot deny about Clayton Kershaw is his leadership in the clubhouse. His leadership in the clubhouse is unmatched. What he means to the Dodgers as a 3-time Cy Young winner and what he's done for the Dodgers in the past says it all. The dude is a legend, and he's been pitching in AAA and showing up and getting some strikeouts too as well. So he's been looking good, and you got to think the Dodgers are going to bring him up. Now, I don't know where you are on this. Maybe you're one of those guys that doesn't want him, and I've seen that. I've seen people post stuff saying Kershaw does not need to be pitching for the Dodgers, especially in the playoffs, because that's where he has problems. And those are the negative comments you get. But no matter what, when it comes down to the leadership that Kershaw delivers to the team, that dude needs to be in the mix. 100%. 100%. And even if his leadership is he's coming in out of the bullpen or something, but I don't think so. I think they are getting him ready so Kershaw can make some starts in Dodger blue and make things happen. You know what? And when you bring him up, have him go against a team that you're supposed to beat to build that confidence back up, get him back into playing mode. He had the 2 surgeries in the offseason. The dude is ready to go. So, you know what? Beggars can't be choosers. We don't have a lot of options right now, and Kershaw is a darn good option to have to pitch for the Dodgers. The way he's been showing up in AAA, and you could say, oh, that's AAA, Brad J. That doesn't matter. Well, whatever you want to say on that, I think 100% we need Kershaw back into the mix. For one thing only, his leadership, right? And then from there on in, if he's pitching good and you're able to put him on the roster and he's able to make some starts for the Dodgers, I think that is a good thing. And so we need to have him back in the mix. All right, now let's talk Shohei. Shohei pitching. Is that something that needs to happen for the Dodgers? Do they need Shohei to be back on the mound for the Dodgers for the first time? Because he's never pitched for the Dodgers yet all season last year being, the DH. But now here it is. It's a dilemma. And I think having the choices, and I think the Dodgers are realizing that. Why do you think they made the moves to get a couple of different guys in there? Why do you think they're doing what they're doing with Kershaw? Because I think the Dodgers are going to be a little slow in bringing him back onto the mound, because can you imagine, I mean, God forbid, could you imagine if something happened to where he got injured? You bring Shohei back, you put him on the mound, and he has troubles. Let's just say, and he injured himself. Now what do you do? So the number one thing I think you need to do with the Dodgers is you need to exhaust all options first. And why? Well, think about it. After arriving injured to the Dodgers, Ohtani was available as a DH only, excelled at the plate. He could focus on one thing. That allowed him to be that 50-50 club with the 54 home runs and the 59 stolen bags, right? That's while recovering from Tommy John surgery that he had in 2023. So, all right, do you take the chance and you put him on there? If you need him on the mound for your survival of the team, I get that. I'm not saying no to that. But think about it. If he was to get injured, that would not be good for the Dodgers. So my thoughts on this one, 100%, you exhaust all options before you start going to him at pitching. Now, do you still have him throw bullpen sessions? Sure. Have him get ready, ramp him up, but an injury out of Shohei would absolutely be devastating for the team, and that's something that the Dodgers just don't want to have with their number one batter right there. Number one hitter on the team, you absolutely do not want to lose that bat. And if you don't need him to pitch, don't use him to pitch. That is when, I guess the term would be, when in doubt, leave him the heck out, all right? I didn't mean to rhyme, but it kind of worked out there. All right, the Dodgers go on the road starting tonight. They got 3 against Atlanta. Yamamoto will get the first start. Sasaki will get the second start. And Dustin May will get the third start. And it's the return of Freddie Freeman to Atlanta. So this will be a good one. And the Dodgers should be able to take care of Atlanta. They're not the team of the past, and I feel like the Dodgers need to be able to take 2 of these 3, if not sweep the whole series. We'll look for it to start out on the right foot tonight with Yamamoto on the mound. And that's going to do it for Dodgers Digest. I'm Brad J. Thanks for tuning on in. Always subscribe, like, and turn on those notifications. Thanks for being part of the fastest growing Dodgers show out there. And always remember, as you go through your most awesome day, is to just think Dodger Blue. Let's go Dodgers.